Shout out to Mr. Echidnut. We got another episode reaction analysis from him. Who killed Subaru? Who did it, guys? Well, I think Rui did it. How do we know that? When he's falling down, you hear a distinct voice and it says, memories are what shapes people. Who are you? Or there's like a conversation happening. So I feel like that's kind of like what happened right before Subaru lost his memories in the library. Maybe Rui like jumped him. We also know that she's a shapeshifter from season 3. And right now, there's also a scene, a lot of people are talking about it, in the library when basically Shala was tweaking as the rule hasn't broken and we're going outside the watchtower. What happens? I think there's like a overall scene of the library and one person is missing apparently. Matey. Now Matey has been very odd, very suspicious, and we're thinking about somebody that's tiny enough to be pushing Subaru without anything being shown behind. So I already thought that there was someone short one doing it. Matey, is it really her? If you think about the themes of how she doesn't want to be friends with, you know, us, she was hired by Capella Mother for a job. Is she really here to finish the job? I don't know, but I think it's Rui in the form of Matey. That's probably what's going on.
This was one of the best ReZero episodes of all time. So much just happened, I don't even know where to start. The voice acting and the new Call of the Witch soundtrack, I think were the highlights for me, but
they were really good.
During Subaru's deaths was also completely insane. Slapping Beatrice is crazy,
yes,
and so was the cliffhanger with Shala transforming into a killing machine, just like she said she would if someone left the tower. This episode had so much going on all at the same time, but I want to quickly mention some cut content from the novel. I know I'm going out of order with this, but I just found the scene very interesting. Right after Reed fondles Subaru's heart, just like he did with Emilia's tits,
what happens? Then Satala grabs and basically... Wait, but what I thought about this here was like the parallels with Elsa, the Bowel Hunter. I thought about it after I watched the episode, but Raid really just tickled his guts.
Subaru's heart, just like he did with Emilia's tits. Subaru falls down the stairs and starts freaking out as he lays there dying. And the voice he hears laughing at him is described in the novel as the voice of death. And in the novel, he actually turns around and sees death. The anime didn't show this, but apparently death looks like a person with Subaru's face. Now at first I thought that...
What? Subaru was death himself?
Was a metaphor, but then Subaru actually stands up and starts talking shit, telling Death to stop laughing at me, I'm not gonna let you kill me. And it says there was a disturbance in the person's smile, as if it was annoyed at Subaru for not cooperating. And
this sounds really important. Why would they cut this out? I wonder if this somehow connects to Aura Monster. like basically there's like a different version of Subaru that is death that has taken over Subaru and is now the Aura Monster. I don't know, but there is a person, an entity known as Death, and they have Subaru's face, and they're annoyed that Subaru is simply just not folding like that. Don't you laugh at me, I'm gonna die, but not because of you. Disturbance and Death smirk. Look like the no inside him for not doing what it wanted, not becoming its puppet, getting a thrill out of it, that reaction. Subaru pushed on, his face was still in rage. I will die, I did die, died already. What? Someone is controlling him.
Then Subaru continues, saying, I'm not gonna let you kill me again, which is why Satella shows up. It's because he spoke about his return by death ability. The scene continues how it did in the anime, with Satella saying, I love you, except the way she says I love you felt like if you took every single time anyone in history has ever said those words and combined them all into one I love you. That's how intense her love is for Subaru. And then after she finally unfreezes time and...
It feels like she's like giving him a heart pat, right? Not gripping the balls. She just like wants to calm them down, but I wonder if he was calmed down from this.
Releases him, Subaru starts crying and pees his pants. There's actually a lot...
He actually pissed his pants?
A lot more piss in the novel than you might expect.
What?
That was the only major cut content in the episode.
I'm glad that they didn't show him pissing in his pants. That was I'm glad, because, you know, there'd be or the aura would be even more lost. He's already an aura lost monster right now.
I just thought I'd mention it because judging by how Death physically reacted to Subaru's words, it didn't seem like a hallucination or a metaphor, especially because Subaru didn't even die after that scene.
Why are you guys shit-talking Echidnut right now, saying he has no media literacy and that the entire sequence in the passage in the novels was metaphorical and none of that is actually real? Because it sounds like this is an actual fucking entity. Not some sort of poetic, some sort of symbolism that you would see in Needy Girl Overdose. Just looking at it word for word, it sounds like there's an actual fucking person with his face in it. So to assume that like this could be some sort of actual entity that exist wearing Subaru's face could be fair. To backseat him so confidently and to say that he's fucking stupid and has no fucking like media literacy, like have a little bit of fucking respect. Like the level of fucking scrutiny and just like shit talking from random fucking chatters, it's just so fucking despicable, genuinely.
My interpretation could be wrong though. But anyway, starting from the beginning, Subaru went to the library last episode right before he lost his memories. The reason he went there had something to do with defeating Reed. I would imagine his goal was to find something to read. Reed's Book of the Dead might have some hints about his death that Subaru could maybe try and replicate, but something unexpected happened and he lost his memories instead.
Rui jumped him!
What exactly could have caused this? I don't know how these book mechanics work, but maybe Reed's book was so powerful that it erased Subaru's memories? The only other thing I can think
my headcanon that I want it to be true is that he read the events of 400 years ago and the heroes party with Flugel and Satala and everything, and Subaru saw something that he's not supposed to see that like basically goes against whatever pact or an oath we have with Satala and return by death mechanics, some sort of forbidden territory. But the more that we watch this, the more it's looking like it's just Rui and memory being erased through that mechanic, gluttony.
Of is what if he read the book of Daphne, the Witch of Gluttony? We know the Gluttony Authority is capable of eating memories, and although we've never heard about Daphne doing that, we also don't know what her other eye does. There was some season 2 cut content where Daphne lifted up half of her blindfold and Subaru looked into her left eye, which
when then like we got so fucking hungry, we wanted to like kill ourselves, right? From like overwhelming hunger?
Looked like a mouth with teeth, and it resulted in Subaru immediately starving. He started uncontrollably eating his flesh and drinking his own blood, and then the other witches were like, bro, relax, you got lucky. You would have been really fucked if that was her other eye. So maybe her right eye has something to do with memory loss and he accidentally saw it inside her book or something? I don't know, that's just a fake theory I made up, but Anastasia speculates that his memory loss could be the result of some condition within the tower. Maybe whatever Subaru did inside the library broke the rule about disrespecting it, or maybe there's another hidden rule where the punishment takes away your memories or something. I guess only time will tell, but moving along. Who pushed our
No mention of Rui at all? Maybe it'll connect to this part. It just feels like it specifically has to do with Rui at this point, right? There's the whole theme right now is versus Gluttony. She's a new character. She's also a shapeshifter. 100% she could be disguising herself as one of us. Who could it be? I like to think Mady. Some people think that's Rem, which would be interesting, but we also know that Ram literally has Rem right now taking care of her. I think she was also in the library together. I'm not too sure, but again, that final scene, just look at the final scene at the last episode, right? And look who was present and not present in the library.
But moving along. Who pushed our boy down the stairs and
Twice.
why? We know that Rom doesn't trust Subaru anymore, and if you remember in season 1, she did not hesitate to kill him the last time she didn't trust him.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's no way in hell she would ever do that at this point.
Yeah, it's different. That Ram was totally different. That had no understanding of who Subaru was, and you know, just killed him because way too suspicious. Now she actually has so much faith in him, but it feels betrayed that he's forgotten everything. And honestly, she's being a bitch. She's being a massive fucking bitch. This is coming from probably the most lover of Ram. I don't think many people love this character because of how harsh she comes across, but I find it very charming. I think that she's just mean. She just talks shit and she just even then, like the way that she treats Subaru right now, it's so hostile. She's like, man, you're disappointing Rem right now. It's like, oh, despicable. It's like, come on, let me in on a secret, Subaru. Come on, I know you're fucking acting right. That was actually kind of funny. That was hilarious when she said, come on, you're pretending, right? Let me in on the secret. That proves that, like, she has so much faith in him still that, like, this is one of your crazy plans, isn't it? Let me in on it.
Point in the story. Shala is kind of a wild card. We don't really know anything about her, and her behavior is just completely unpredictable, so I wouldn't put it past her to push Subaru for some reason. Anastasia is another suspect. We don't know much about this Echidna spirit that's possessing her body, so there could be a hidden motive somewhere in there. Also, both her and Meili are just straight cheesing this whole
I think it's Mady. She's way too suspicious. She's done nothing but just kind of exists in the background. Little, what's it called? Foreshadowing of her connection with Shala, right? Remember, Mady controls mobbies. Shala most likely is a mobbies from a process of elimination of different species that exist that we know of, human, demi-human spirits, whatever. None of the above? Well, mobbies exist. She's also tugging on her tail multiple times. Honestly, the tail kind of feels like her horn or something. You know how Mabi's the horn is very important? And Meili is always on Xiaola too. And now she's like grinning and doing this. So my question is she Rui right now or not? That's my greatest concern. And if it is Rui, where the fuck is the real Meili? Because just because you can shapeshift does not mean that like the others doesn't exist, right? Like, hello? What's going on right now?
Episode. While everyone else is either sad or upset about this situation, Meili and Anastasia have not stopped smiling this entire time, so they're both getting added to the suspect list. Julius took this pretty harshly for obvious reasons, but he probably didn't turn evil and kill Subaru.
Nah, no way. Oh, hey! This just hurts me because how bad season 2 was, man. Fuck. I remember being so locked in watching every cut content from Annie News covering Tower of God. Season 1 was genuinely like so fucking fun. I'd say an 8 out of 10 minimum. The final episode, seeing through Rachel's POV was actually chilling. And then the Answer Studio happened. Fuck you. You are not the answer. You are the problem. Rebrand your studio to the fucking problem studio.
Rachel from Tower of God is known to push people down from places, so it wouldn't surprise me if she appeared in this anime too.
Yo, we should have had an edit of this. I think Tower of God motion's kind of dead in the water right now. I understand that the webtoon is huge and that's a big fandom, but in terms of anime global memes, I don't know anymore. But it would be some fun edits, right? Of just seeing other people like push Subaru. I'm surprised we didn't see a 300. You know, this is Sparta of Subaru getting pushed down in the hole.
And did that shit again. Roxy from Mushoku Tensei is also a suspect because, listen guys, I would recognize Roxy's voice anywhere. And you're not gonna believe this, but when Subaru was falling down the stairs...
Oh my god. Roxy's voice actor. Rui's voice actor.
Roxy's voice can be heard saying, "It's our memories that make us what we are."
Yeah!
So
again, I think again this is just such a good way of utilizing an anime, because when you're reading the light novel or the web novel or whatever, you just read this and you can kind of figure out what the hell's kind of going on better, right? If it was shown like this. But in the anime, you're so fixated on the gore and the shocking horror and the pain and the suffering. All of this shit is gonna go over your head. Most people will never even fucking see it, and they're just like toying with it right in front of you. Just great direction, nice usage of the scene.
So either Roxy Magurdia canonically exists in the ReZero world, or that was just the voice of Rui Arnett, who's also voiced by the same actress. My money's on Roxy though. So far in the story though, Subaru hasn't met Rui, so her voice playing in his head while he falls is a very odd thing to happen. I was gonna say maybe he read her book in the library, but as of last season, she's still alive.
I just thought that this is the last conversation that they had before she chomped up Subaru's memories, and it was just like a lingering line that just exists in his subconscious even though it's gone.
And it's not like the author to give an Archbishop an off-screen death. Who knows though? Maybe Al is over there putting in work and secretly carrying the team again like he did last season.
That would be hilarious. That would be crazy. That would be the biggest aura monster.
This scene was a little bit different in the novel though. The dialogue from Julius, Emilia, and all these other characters was actually an anime exclusive edition. In the novel, the only voice you heard was Rui's, and Subaru doesn't...
Oh, they made it actually even more obvious in the in the web novel. Yeah, all the different voices were like, you know, seeds of doubt and people doubting Subaru and saying, you know, he's dead weight, we should go on without him. And these harsh words just kind of like haunting him as he's falling down, self-doubting.
Recognize the voice either. His reaction to it was basically, who the fuck is talking shit right now? But also noted that they do kind of have a good point because his lack of memories are low-key causing an identity crisis and he doesn't really know who he is, so memories do kind of make the man if we're being real.
Memories absolutely do shape a person. It literally is what... We even talked about this important concept in Summer Hikaru Died of like, what makes a person? Their flesh, their body? What about the memories that they have? Also, both very important. Subaru's mind was swallowed up by pain and loss when he suddenly heard a voice. Who says something that stupid? Who's talking shit like they understand what's happening here? That's funny to me. He's just actually getting mad at you getting backsit when he's falling. But there's something to that. Memories make the man. It's got a good ring to it. In which case, who am I? A guy who lost his memories and failed at his own life. You have no identity. You're not a man at all. You're an empty slate. And now you can color that canvas and make up your man, I guess.
Real. I'm in anime only, by the way. Anyway, it seems like there's a traitor in the party somewhere, and this arc is really starting to remind me of season 1 when Subaru kept getting murdered in the mansion. This whole season so far has just been completely packed full of mysteries though, so if anyone has any theories, feel free to share them in the comments. I do really enjoy reading them. I did find a major plot hole this episode though.
What?
In this frame right here, you can see the entire party straight up vibing in the green room, but I'm pretty sure they said only 4 people can be there at once. But
oh, really?
That's not even the plot hole I'm talking about. How the fuck did Subaru not crack Shala this episode? I just find that incredibly unrealistic, because imagine getting summoned to another world and someone who looks like this starts jumping on you and calling you master. What fucking option do you even have other than folding instantly? I mean,
you could use your willpower and understand how to control your lust and say no. I mean, listen, everyone, like, I'm sure a lot of fucking weebs, you know, they want to just get in on that, but at the end of the day, there's more to life, right, than just sex with the fucking sex doll. And what's he gonna do? Fucking crack Shala? And what about Amelia and Biko and everyone else that he has to take care of? If anything, Shala's body is great, but I just think she's so fucking annoying. I don't hate her, but my hot take is Shala is so fucking overly exaggerated in just like the typical anime way. Her reactions, the character acting, it comes off so fucking annoying that like I don't even want to try.
yeah, maybe it's a YouTube prank, so you could look around and check for a hidden cameraman, but otherwise, we don't question situations like this. Crack first, ask questions later. Shala should have been smashed immediately by Subaru this episode, but on a real note, it seems like she's about to absolutely pop off. As you recall, one of the rules of the tower is that you can't leave.
And we left!
Shala said she'll transform into a killing machine and start catching bodies left and right, but with
that was a really cool scene with her tweaking in the library. Eyes shifting.
Subaru's memory loss, he doesn't know about this rule, so he tries to run away, causing...
I'm surprised no one told him the rules. Everyone knows he forgot the memories, but we don't explain the fucking rules. They're setting this boy up for failure.
Shala's transformation to activate. Next episode is already set up to be fucking crazy, and this season is finally in full throttle. We are riding the...
Yeah, it's in full throttle and it's ending in 3 episodes. What the fuck in terms of Core 1? Like, bro, we're just getting to the meat of it. And now you're gonna fucking, we're gonna go on a hiatus until fucking end of summer? Come on, man. Season 3 was just like that too. It's crazy because it's just like, it just came back. I swear to God, it literally started fucking yesterday. It's going away already?
Roller coaster right now, and this was one of the greatest anime episodes of all time. I actually got nostalgia because this felt like a season 1 episode, and that's the best compliment I can give. I love...
Yeah, the season 1 nostalgia trip is still so hard. That anchoring, the first fresh feel of ReZero for the first time, I don't think could ever be achieved. It is an impossible thing to chase after. We shouldn't be comparing it, but I'm having a lot of fun like it.
The new soundtracks and the voice acting. The animation absolutely went crazy, and even the framing was so peak. I really think this was the best episode of season 4 so far, and we're not even halfway done yet.
To me, 19 out of 10 is crazy. This episode absolutely could be the best episode of season 4 so far. To me, the episode versus Raid, that was also really fucking high. And then of course, the Patrash eating us episode, those 3 really stand out to me. Also, honorary mention to episode 2, getting to the watchtower, Shala sniping us. The really cool Amelia, you know, raw ass scene, right? Not Amelia's raw ass, but you know, raw ass. And then Julius cutting down the needle part, right? That was really cool too.
19 out of 10. Absolute peak. I'm so excited for next week, boys. Thank you all for watching. Until then, keep talking about ReZero. I'm out for now.
Thank you, Mr. Echidnut. And already the week has passed, and tomorrow we got the Ore Monster coming back. I mean, we already checked out the trailer, the PV, and how hyped that was. I think that this coming episode could be another one that just surpasses the previous. And I hope that the impossible expectations set by the memes for Ore Monster can be met. It's gonna be hard, but I hope that it can be met. Please go check out Mr. Echidnut. Give him a like on the video. Check out the other videos that he has, and I'll see you next time.